should be live. Welcome everyone to 5 a.m. Lego. The return. Apparently a weekday show. I ended up taking Saturday and Sunday off. I was really tempted. To stream on Saturday. I was up. I could have done it. But I made Saturday like an editing day. We were supposed to have soccer practice, or actually a game on Saturday, but it was a very rainy day and it was canceled. So Saturday was just kind of like me getting a whole bunch of computer work done, video editing and all that fun stuff. And then yesterday I wanted to stream too. I did a little bit of streaming with Clarkman on Minecraft. We did that on the gaming channel where I finished my Ducati motorcycle that I was working on. Not the Lego one, unfortunately. That's the one I'd really like to get into, but Clark had me play like creative mode with him, and I step away from that game. If you guys haven't played Minecraft before, I think most people like survival mode and they think it's like the best thing ever, and it's cool, it's fun. I end up just becoming like an inventory guy. Like I'm really trying to like get all my stuff organized. So it's kind of like a reflection of your real life self in Minecraft. But what I really love in Minecraft is creative mode. And I have this series that we do called Building Your Ideas in Minecraft, and I've built all kinds of amazing things. And I question sometimes whether it's worth the time that I'm putting into it and what I have to show for it. But I really love just stepping back and seeing like these things that I've made. And I get to do it with Clark, man. He's playing, like we're doing like split screen and stuff. It's like old school gaming. So it's just a lot of fun. So that's, I think, the only stream that I did this weekend. And I think pretty much the only thing like we actually recorded. So I took a couple days off. I thought it would probably be a good idea to not do this every day because, like I said last week, as we were, cranking through these, I don't want to get burnt out on this. I want to make this something that's sustainable that we can do for a long time. So to me, I think maybe 5 days a week is probably the good point there. Although I'm not going to say that it may not creep into like some weekend stuff too. But we'll see. We'll see. It felt good to kind of like find some balance because that's my quest that I'm always on. But I'm always up at 5. So if I feel like it, there might be some button clicking that's happening. So don't roll out Saturdays and Sundays. I want to welcome everyone in to the stream this morning. Oh my goodness, we got a shot time as my fry time is here. He says, I made one of these. Up early or up late? Or just up permanently? Are you pulling the Ryan? Andy's here as well. Felix is here. Martin's here. Mark. Thank you guys for stopping in, man. Appreciate that. Let's talk a little bit about today's stream. I'm going to attempt this. I don't typically do Technic on live streams unless it's one where it's just like me chatting with some friends and we're not really too focused on anything other than just the build because it takes a lot of your attention. But I had a very generous gift this weekend that was almost forgotten in the back of my car. Probably still would be there. This is the Lego Technic Ford F-150 Raptor sent to us by Julian, or King Julius, if he's in the chat. And it was just a really sweet gift. So we're going to work on this a little bit today. But I had to tell you something that just happened. Speaking of Lego, sometimes we do that here. Shai said he's pulling a Ryan. Hey, nothing wrong with that, man. If you're up at 5 a.m., whether you stayed up or whether you're just getting up, I'm just happy that you're here. I just bought a Lego set when I got up. And there might be one more left if you're interested, but I got up and I just checked Reddit, because it's out of habit. I always check to see what Lego deals are happening. And the poop train, it was 20% off. And I was like, dude, it was so crazy because, first of all, this is crazy because I was thinking about getting this for double VIP because this is like at the top of my Technic list. And then Julian sent this to us. And then the poop train, or the crocodile train, I'll be, it's 5 a.m. I'll be appropriate with you guys. I was thinking about getting that because I saw this video that said I was going to retire, right? So I was like, oh, shoot, I should probably get that. Even though I don't really love it, I do love Lego trains. And I had this idea for a mock with that train where I was going to build a toilet mock and then have it on its side so the train drives through the toilet like a tunnel. And I just thought that would be funny. It's my humor. And Clark would think it's hilarious too. And maybe someone else. There's like 1 or 2 people out in the world that thinks it would be funny. But it was 20% off on Walmart.com. I was like, 20%? I've never seen that set on sale. Never saw it for less than retail. And I was like, okay. I try to go through. There's an error. So I go into the Walmart app. And then I'm like clicking the buttons and doing all the things. And then it said there was 2 left. And I was like, oh, goodness. So I'm clicking it. And then it went through. So I'm getting the poop train, boys. Quite the accomplishment at 5 a.m. on a Monday. But I'm pretty stoked. So that's kind of like what happened with me. My question is, what happened with you guys over this weekend? Give me your wins of the weekend, or something amazing that happened, or just something that stood out to you this weekend. Maybe it was like me, where you just kind of chilled and maybe you just did some background stuff. Look at that box art, though. Oh my goodness. Lego is really coming through with this box art. I love the orange pieces down there too. It's a rebling. I don't know what it's called, but it looks cool, man. That's a good looking model. I'm gonna open this bad boy up. We're gonna try to get into this. I can't guarantee how far we're gonna get in this. I'm a little ahead on Technic though. I got a little crazy yesterday. Cody and Clark were playing this game called Apples to Apples, which is like Cards Against Humanity, only like the kids version. And I was like the guest judge, I guess. And while I was doing that, I was tearing apart some sets, some things that we had built already, because I can't keep these things sitting around everywhere. So I got done with that, and all my sets were torn apart, except for the mobile bat base. I'm having a hard time tearing that one apart because I really love that set. But I was like, hey, let me just work on my Bugatti for a little bit. And I ended up completing this week's bag. Usually I'm like right at the deadline, like, hey, I want to have these done by Friday. So I got to get like the build done so I can do my little short show in this week's update. I'm already done. So I'm like a week ahead on that. And I'm like, hey, that frees me up for some more Technic here. So let's Technic-itect it out. And holy boys. Okay. Oh, another thing, since we're all over the place. Andy said his win of the week was becoming a bus driver in Bus Simulator. Hey, man. I think it'd be kind of fun to be a bus driver. I was thinking about it the other day, and I was behind a bus. I'm like, wonder what that'd be like to drive a bus. It'd be kind of fun. If you wonder why I'm wearing glasses today, I'm getting new glasses today. I ordered some like a week or two ago, and I'm going to pick them up today. So I thought, I would typically take my glasses off, and I put my contacts in because I find it to be more comfortable. But I thought, if this is the last moment of my glasses, let's send them out properly on a 5 a.m. Lego here today. Let's give them one last hurrah before we go off. Oh no, currently watching this in class. Don't do that. Your teacher is not going to be thrilled about that. Trust me, whatever your teacher's talking about is probably, bag one, is probably way more important than anything that I'll discuss today, although I can't guarantee that. Look at those wheels, dude. Oh, good news, friends. Good news. Our B-cam is back, baby. After taking Friday off, just quitting on life, more or less, he's back. So now I can actually show you things. I could show you the world. We got some very sick fenders in there with the Raptor logo already on them. We've got some knobby tires looking just beautiful. Bag threes. Holy smokes. There are, everything that I put over here are all bag three. These two are bag one. Okay, so this is going to take me, I'm going to say like a week per bag. Yeah, the B-cam is fixed. Let's not get too attached to him though, because you just never know with the B-cam. Sometimes he's a little testy. I'm trying to get all of my cameras set up here, because it's a one-man show. Are we going the wrong way with that? Like everything is mirrored, and it's so hard to figure things out, but I think we're okay. I might even move that even more, because we're here, right? I'm not making much progress, but yeah, we'll just move everything around. Try to get it all set up. Move this out of your way so you can see. Move these things. My desk is a giant mess. I was doing some experimenting with, believe it or not, I was experimenting with cameras this weekend, trying to figure out like what the best webcam for my gaming streams is, because I have this Canon webcam, and the friggin' thing, the frame rate is so darn low. It's the camera it's a Sony. I'm using a Sony webcam right now. It's just a Sony a6400 with a cam link attached to it, so it looks good in this. But I'm using an alternative route to connect it to my PC, and because I'm doing that, the frame rate's like 3 frames per second, so it looks like a slideshow. I'm like, I don't like it. So then I tried this is my original webcam. This is how brickitect Live used to go. I use these little Logitech C920s, and it looks like absolute, just straight garbage. So I'm like, what's my other alternative? And I was like, oh, the B cam. Let's try the GoPro. And the GoPro looks good. It's in 1080p. The frame rate's good. It's just kind of a pain in the butt to make sure it actually works, as you could tell by Friday's stream. But I think I'm going to go with that for my PC webcam, just a GoPro. And gosh, I was doing all kinds of research yesterday too. And I think I might be making the GoPro Hero 10 my new vlogging camera. I tried the Sony A7C. It's just so darn heavy, and it just didn't seem worth it. I need something that fits my style, which is not like setting a shot up like this and talking to it. It's like being everywhere. So I think I'm gonna try the GoPro Hero 10 as my vlogging camera. It shoots in 5.3K, so you've never seen me look so hideous before in such great definition. But there's 2 new cameras coming out at the end of this month that I want to at least see before I pull the trigger on this. First one being the DJI Osmo Action 2, which is like a GoPro, only kind of modular. And DJI, they come through with some good stuff, so we'll see with that one. And of course, the Google Pixel 6 is coming out, which is a cell phone. But if it could beat the iPhone and just do some remarkable things, which Google it could potentially do, that could be a vlogging camera. So I'm always looking. I'm always trying to improve. I'm always trying to get the best stuff I can. But for the Sony one, which you saw me unbox, you haven't seen the end of the saga yet if you're watching Greg's World, but you'll see ultimately I determined that the slight bump in quality over my little $700 over this little camera right here costs less than the lens that I bought. The whole thing that you see in my hands here, less than $800, which is what the lens was. It was not $2,600 of improvements. So you reach a certain point in video work that it's like, okay, I was filming on a potato, and then I went to a pineapple. Okay, the pineapple is going to look better than the potato, right? But then like you went to like your iPhone 2 or something, and it's like, okay, that's way better than the pineapple. And then you went to the iPhone 6 and you're like, yeah, it's kind of better than the iPhone 2. Then you went to the iPhone 12 and you're like, I guess it's kind of better. But then like you go to the iPhone 13 and you're like, I don't see it. No, not even improvement at all. But you're spending the same amount of money everywhere, and it's incremental. It doesn't make enough of a difference to justify the cost, especially when you drop almost $3,000 on a vlog camera that weighs 7 pounds and you know, it just doesn't take you to the level that you would expect that much money to take you to. So instead, I'm going to try a $400 camera, which has a wide angle lens, which is great because you want to see as much as you can, and stability, all that stuff. So on that, I'm going to stop talking about cameras. You guys don't give two rips about it. But for me, it's exciting, and that's what I think about. It's a lot of the videos that I watch. It's all in a quest to do what I do the best that I can. So for that, I mean, I hope that's something you appreciate. Let me throw these back in here because we're not getting to this for a bit. Sorry for the noise. I told you we're going to get like none of this built. Mark says, what glasses did you go for? I went for these Oakley's. Oakley Activators, I think. Oh, they're glorious. I was checking them out online. I was looking at all these different options that I had before I went there. And those are the ones that when I saw online, I was like, I really like those. When I put them on, they were just like, they felt like they were for me. So we'll see. I mean, I just tried the store ones on, and they had them made for me. But I'm not a big fan of these glasses. What I like about the Oakley ones is that they're very flexible. They have an adjustable nose pad, so it's like super comfortable in that regard. And they kind of just kind of come back on your head, almost like sunglasses in some cases. And like I just think they're going to be the ultimate comfort. I don't really like wearing these glasses. I think they look fine, but they're not super comfortable, and I'm just not a fan. So this is going to be my attempt to actually wear a pair of glasses that I like. And we'll see. I'll find out in probably about 5 hours. Other than that, today I have to go to the Subaru dealership and get a tire pressure sensor replaced, which is kind of sucky. I was there the other day getting an oil change. They're like, hey, do you want to get this fixed? I'm like, yeah. Can we do it right now? They're like, we have to order it. And I'm like, you don't have a tire pressure sensor for a vehicle that you've been making for the last 8 years? you just don't have one of those. It's one of the 4 or 5 vehicles that your company makes, and and there's 4 of them on every single one of those vehicles in existence. You don't have one of them. It's just like, come on, man. Like, who's managing things? I understand not wanting to have a bunch of random parts in your inventory, but a tire pressure sensor on a Subaru Crosstrek, a vehicle that's been made since 2013, like, yeah, you don't have one? They're probably the same across all Subarus too. I don't know. I can't say. Hey, King Julius is here. I want everybody to do me a huge favor right now and send King Julius a huge thank you for this set we're about to get into, because he was the guy. Here, let me get the shot for King Julius so you can see it. He was the guy that made this stream possible. He's the guy that's going to get me super frustrated here when I completely mess this up because I'm so busy talking that I don't even get the set done or built properly. So, King Julius, thank you, sir, for this opportunity. I do love this, though. We got to go back to the B cam. Look what they put the manual in. Like, what did I do to deserve this Lego? You guys are so good to me. Holy smokes. No bends, no folds. Straight up in like a little envelope. I'd like to see more of this. Don't let me down, Lego. We got a sticker sheet. Ooh, hide your children. We got sticker sheets, boys. So it looks like we've got the grill. We've got like is that on the engine there? We've got the interior. We've got headlights, taillights. It's a Michigan license plate. Very cool. Okay, we can survive that, I think. I haven't got any stickers in the Bugatti yet. Oh, wow. That's pretty darn cool, man. Got the engine in there. Functioning. It's got suspension. Oh, here's the history of I'm going to bring you guys down so you can see this. Let's, oops, sorry, I bumped the microphone. Sorry, headphone users. Check this out, guys. How cool is this? I know the glare's a little rough, but you can see the history of the Ford truck. My personal favorite, I would say. I really love these ones right here. The 73 to 79 F-150s. I think they look cool. I feel like they've gone backwards in design. Like, I think that looks really nice. That looks classy as heck. And then the 80s, late 80s, I guess. They just look super cheap, don't they? They look way cheaper. And then the 90s and early 2000s, I don't like the roundedness of that. I feel like well, I guess I shouldn't say they've always been round, or they've been square because they were round. But I'd say like we're kind of like getting into where trucks are looking good again. And the Raptor is probably the best looking Ford truck ever made. There was 2 of them that were for sale at the Ford dealership by our house. And oh man, they're so cool, but they were like $60,000, I think, and they were used. So you can imagine what that life's like. But here's what this is gonna look like. If we finish bag 1, it's not even gonna resemble a truck. We are gonna have an engine in it. Bag 2, and then bag 3. So this is 3 bags, but it's 1,300 pieces. 3 bags, 1,300 pieces. Yikes! A lot of them are small though. Let me bring you guys back. Welcome to B Cam. He's happy to have his job back today. Decided not to fire him. Let's flip this over so you guys can actually see what's happening here. Try to get my mic out of the way. All hail King Julius, says Andy. Yeah, thank you, dude. I do appreciate it, man. I'm going to try to get these out. Get all these pieces. And I usually sort by color, so we'll do a little sorting while I chat with you guys here in the chat. Thank you guys for supporting Julius. He says you're welcome. No, dude, that's a super generous gift. Not only that, but he also sent Clarkman a little Spider-Man set, too. I'm stoked, man. I think I was saying earlier. God knows what I was saying earlier. But I find Technic building to be like very like therapeutic almost. I love the way that the pins go together. And I'm finding myself, like, as I'm building this Bugatti, maybe it's because I'm not getting, like, overwhelmed with it by, you know, building the whole thing in one day, but just by building, like, a bag a week and then sharing that experience, I feel like I'm getting, like, the most out of that build. Like, I'm just really loving it, and I get a chance to, like, admire it after each bag. And it just feels good. So I'm pretty darn happy with it. And I might be becoming a Technic detector. I still have, this jumped right up to the top of the list, but I still have the Ducati to build. And that thing's a beauty. I have Dom's charger too. I had someone recommend when I shot the video for this, they recommended that I get the charger. I'm like, I got it. Unfortunately it's sitting in the backlog for now. I think I should go to digital instructions on this, even though they gave me that perfectly preserved manual. It saves me a little bit of space here. It's hard to get all this out. Deepak says I'm stuck in lockdown. I watch every day. Well, I appreciate that, man. I'm glad you could be here. Mark says 20 minutes in, I'm running out of time. Hey, let me get a piece put together for Mark. At least he can say he saw me build something. I don't like the reflection that comes off the manual either, so we'll definitely move over to digital tomorrow. I might build some of this off stream as well, just because you guys don't have this kind of time. You don't have the life energy in you to actually watch me build this whole entire thing. And I didn't sort my pieces out. Oh, I'm getting a text message. Oh no, we got some bad news here in the household. Clark man has a sore throat today. Welcome to going to kindergarten, where everyone gets each other sick, even with everyone wearing masks. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully of all the days, today would not be a great day because I have to do all these errands today. I have to run to I don't have to do the glasses thing today, but I do have to go to the dealership. And that's not the best place for a kid to hang out. So hopefully he can go. But if not, I guess he's going to have to come with me because I have that appointment. We'll give him some cough drops maybe, or some cough medicine. We can do all that. Mark B says, ta-da! Yeah, we got a piece built. This is for Mark. We got a piece built. The day has come. There's all the pieces that are from this. Yikes! It's pretty nuts. Anybody build Technic out there? I feel like it's not super popular with my audience. I feel like if I had to rank the top things that my audience is interested in, mostly because they're kids, at least some of them are. At least the most vocal ones are, I should say. I would say it's probably Star Wars is always right up there. Bubba, how you doing, guy? You all right? Sore throat?
Yeah, Mom just tried to give me a cough drop when I didn't want one.
I was gonna say a cough drop would probably help. They're good tasting. We have those honey ones in there.
Yeah.
You can try those.
Now we have to change the camera angle.
Oh, do you want the dual cam or the single? Well, that didn't work well, did it? Here, we'll move you guys over. We got Clark Man in the house, guys. Maybe if I slide you over a little bit. Can you tell what I'm building here? What it's gonna be?
Yep.
You gonna work on yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
Somewhere around here.
Clark's gonna finish his Speed Champion set. We're both building some vehicles.
Here's what I have of it.
Nice. I'm gonna try to move these cams a little bit. When Clark comes, my whole setup changes a little bit here and there. I'll see if I can get some more Clark angle there so you guys can see it.
The reason I was in your room, Dad, because I had a really dry throat and I was literally crying because it's so dry.
Oh, bud.
It hurt.
What about now?
It's better. She gave me some water. I was hoping the ice tinkling around hitting the plastic wouldn't wake you up.
No, it's fine. I'll tell you what, I heard you come in and I was already awake. That was probably 4:20. Clark came over to our room. It's okay. Kegel says, Technic isn't that hard if you played and built with it for a long time. Yeah, I only had a couple Technic sets when I was a kid. But I loved them. I was really interested in how the steering worked on the one. And I don't know why I didn't have more. I guess, when you're a kid, you're kind of just going along for the ride in some cases. And I was interested in how the steering worked on the one, and I tried transferring that over to a Lego built car that I had. and it was pretty neat. It was like a little Formula One car, and I still have it too. I still have all two of my Lego Technic sets from when I was a kid, and they were fun. I'm gonna be really bad at building this though, guys. It's gonna be so bad. Mark says I'm all in on Technic. I know, dude. Well, you're gonna love this. Mark's gonna end up, if he doesn't already have this set, he's gonna end up with it by the time we're done here. And Brian says he's slowly getting back into Technic, I feel. Cool, man. Mark says, school's a hive of germs. My whole wife works in a school, and we all get the allergies. Yeah, Clark he had a cold like right when we went back to school. Like right when we went back, he had this cold. And then I got it like right after him, and I ended up with like kind of like a cough for like a few weeks. It was terrible. I mean, it wasn't like life-threatening, but it was just like, oh, this is annoying. Probably COVID. Who knows? I didn't want to get a COVID test though because I don't want to get the thing stuck in my nose. I'm a big baby. How about it, Clark, man? It would be kind of a relief though. Like I don't know for certain, but it'd be a relief to know if Clark did have that. That way, it's just kind of like over with because it didn't. If he did have it, it didn't affect him at all. It was just kind of like, oh, I have a cold for 2 days. Now we're done with it.
Dad, I'm having a problem again.
What's going on, bud?
I'm trying to put this piece to go like that, but instead it's a little elevated right there.
Let me see here.
It's not posted.
It isn't supposed to be. That's weird. You have that right. You have that right. You have to go back and see. You might have to work on something else, bud, because I had to fix this whole thing up for Clark, man, yesterday because it's all kinds of messed up. Yeah, you have that right. I don't know, you're going to have to kind of go back in time with this, bud. Just tear it all apart and work on it a little bit, okay? Because that's not going to work. You're going to have to figure it out. Just go back through your thing there. Hey, we got a super chat from Tommy Rich. I'll say these Speed Champion sets, they're definitely beyond Clark's ability to build. They're just way too hard with trying to piece them together properly. It's like it's a difficult, so you're still going to be off there, bud, I think. Unless that just needs scrunched, maybe. Why does it work on this side but not this side? Let me go back and look, okay? My Technic build, I think, is just going to be... I don't think this is going to work on a stream, especially with this. Okay, let me go back. See, you're already off there. Something's already wrong at that point. So we have to keep going back and figuring out what happened here. You're like me, Clark, man. There will just be entire steps that you're just like, nah. We'll skip that one. We'll take this off. Take that off. Whoops. Oh my gosh, my build's going to be destroyed because of this. We'll keep going back. Looks like you're good there. This white that's on here, why is this white here? Was this supposed to be on here? Because I don't see that in any of these steps, as far as I can tell. And I think that's what's probably setting you up higher than what it's supposed to be. We got to take these off. Let me get my brick separator. Sorry, guys, we're just getting this fixed. Tommy, thank you for the super chat, man. Came at a time of crisis here in the brickitect studio, trying to fix these Speed Champion sets. All right, now this is probably going to go back on here, right? I'll get this fixed. Actually, here, I'm going to take all these pieces apart here and then rebuild this step without these white pieces in there and then see if it works for you. Okay, we're back. Clark's building the Panasonic Speed Champion set. It's the other one than this. He finished this one. See if I can show it. Oh, we can go to B cam on that one. Okay. This is the one that he built, and he's working on the other car of that. Again, these I would not recommend these for younger kids because it's a lot of, it's kind of difficult, and it's just a ton of stickers, and it's kind of beyond where you'd be at 6 years old. So try to put that back together and see if that's any help for you. They should have made it in blue. Are we talking about this set? I'm assuming this one. I like it as orange. Starting an orange Technic collection, apparently. King Julie says, even for me, speed champions are pretty difficult. Yeah, what happened with the last time is as you're building the front, like the front and back are looking pretty symmetrical. And at some point, he spun it around, and he's building the front end of the car and the back end of the car, and then got it all mixed up, so it became kind of a disaster. So not the best sets to build for little dudes, but it's cool that he's working on it and trying it. Speaking of working on and trying it, that's what I'm trying to do here too. Platypus says, sore throat seems to be going around. Friend from my school said her daughter had a sore throat too. Probably school. Full of all kinds of sicknesses and such. Thomas says, you started the series at the right time. I broke my foot last week, so watching the stream gives me something to do. Cool, man. I'm glad that you could be here with us, even as we struggle to build these sets. Whether it be Technic or Speed Champions, at least we're trying it. Chris says that he hopes you feel better, Clark, man.
I will. Maybe.
Martin says, next year we'll get a Speed Champion sets made just for being built with Lego. The Lamborghini Countach. Oh my gosh. I am all about that life. I wish they would make a actual Lego creator set, like the pickup truck that I built last week. I would love that to be a creator set because it looks so good. I love the function of Technic sets, but I like the what you can do with bricks. So if you could have it, I wish they would combine more of it. Like if you could have a Technic set on the interior, almost like what they did with the Kata sets. I know that's not Lego branded, but if they did Technic on the interior, so you had all those functions, but the outside was brick built, I think that's like the ultimate combination. That's what I really love. But there's no way that I can build this on a stream. This is going to go so poorly. This will be probably my last time working on this. You guys, I'll give you little updates every day as we do it. I feel like I can't do all of this at once. I can't build and do the chat. I mean, I can do it, but it's going to be like a very slow process because I don't want to mess up. These are sets that you can't just be like, oops, messed up back on step 6. Let me go and fix it. It just does not work that way. You have to make sure you have your stuff built properly. How you doing, buddy? Is your thing going okay?
Why is it?
Here, let me take a look at it.
I can only have it like that, but I need the top 4.
Let me see.
There.
Okay, did you build this whole thing?
Yes.
Okay. And then, here, let me see. I guess I'll just work on Speed Champions with Clark, man. We'll get this thing figured out. All right, let me check it. Okay, so you don't have this built right, dude. You're missing like all kinds of pieces off of this, right? Like where's this piece at? Are you on the right step here?
I understand where that plate is. It's literally on the top of there.
No, I just put it on. That's why your thing wasn't sitting there right. Okay, so you did that step, right? Now you need another one of these plates. And let's tear these all apart. We'll get this fixed. That. You were close. There was one piece that was off. You had 2 of these and you should have only had 1. So now if we flip this over, this should fit in here. And now your pieces are all where they should be. Mm-hmm. You're good to go now, bud. Wait a minute though. Were you looking at the right steps there? I guess we'll just hope for the best, eh? Because you were looking at the front when you're building that. Let me see. Okay. You are on, as far as I can tell, you're partially on this step. Let me see those white pieces that you have there. This is one, too, that you really got to check your spot. Make sure that when you're doing a step, you pull all those pieces out of there, because it gets pretty hard to find where you're at and figure it all out. So we got that. It's kind of challenging because you're already steps ahead of this, it seems. Like, I think you did that step. And you've already done these steps. That step is done. This one, we need to put the fenders in. And now you're going to see that your fenders fit here perfectly. See how they're lined up? Mm-hmm. We're going to take all these pieces off. Even though we might end up putting these back on, we're going to take all those off. Oh, wait a minute. We'll flip this around because you already did this step. Oh, my goodness. There's some steps that are good, and then there's some that you were just like, I'm not going to do those ones, I don't think. All right, what's going on in the back here? We got to put these two on. I'll get you at least to the point where you're all good, buddy. All right, you're good on that step. It's starting to look pretty darn close to what you have. Put these three on the back. Wait, why are we off a little bit here? Oh, I see.
What?
You need 1x1 black pieces. Find me another one of those if you could. There we go. Okay. I'll be right back with you guys in the chat. We're just getting Clark fixed here with his Panasonic Jaguar. Okay. You are on. I just don't understand where you're at on this, man. I'm so confused. Like, there's some steps that you were just like, nah. Okay, we got that step done. We have that step done, it looks like, as far as I can tell. You're on. Oh, this is the step you were trying to do and why it wasn't lining up, right?
Yeah.
Give me those tiles. I need more of those tiles. Okay. One more. One more, then you should be on this step. I found it. Okay. You are on step 25. You're all fixed, okay? Can you do that? Make sure when you're pulling your pieces, look for those, okay? If they have a 2X there, pull the extra ones. So before you put any pieces on, I want you to grab those pieces, okay? That's really going to help you. That's what I do with my Technic builds. Grab all your pieces and then you put them on. We're all good. We're fixed. Bricked a lot. He says, you can tell Clark learned to build Lego from his dad, putting in wrong parts and skipping steps. Absolutely. I can't deny that. That is the truth. Look how far I am on my Technic build, Bricked a lot. We are almost 40 minutes in. Hey, to be fair, though, we haven't been building a whole lot. 40 minutes?
How?
Well, you weren't here for most of it, Clark, man. Hey, Craggle's here too. Welcome, dude. He says, no notifications. Thanks, YouTube. Craggle, become a member of my channel. You'll get notified every time that I do a stream. Also, you can join our awesome Discord. Link is up top if you'd like to be a part of it. Chatting there all the time with a lot of good people. Be a great way for you to network, and you could even promote your YouTube channel there, which I know you love to do. So become a member. $4.99 a month. Get you access to all that stuff, and you can support the 5 a.m. streams. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Classy fella right there, Craggle is. Classy fella. Holy. Shooting pieces all over the place, boys. On to step 26. Yep, he made it. You guys keep your eye on Clark, man. Make sure he doesn't skip any steps, and if he does, you let me know. Make sure he's... Oh, no, he's got the sticker sheet out. I'm getting worried. I got my 3 pieces on here. I don't even know what I'm building right now. Some type of something for the frame. This is going to go so poorly, building this. Mom's yelling for you.
What?
You okay, honey? Would you like some juice?
I'm good.
Feeling better?
I have the juice, the zinc in it for him to boost his immune system.
Okay. There you go. Get Clark vitamins to help him from being sick. He's got some zinc to boost his immune system. Thanks, Mrs. Brickitect.
She's actually in the stream.
Is she?
Yeah.
Is she?
I saw her in the stream earlier when I was upstairs.
Craigle says he'll become a member of my channel when I become a member of his. Okay. Let's go. I dare you. Do I have this right? Miguel says, never got a notification. Missed 40 minutes already. Your notification should be when you look at your clock and it says 5 a.m. or whatever time it is for you when I start. There's your notification because it's every day, man. Eventually, you won't even need a notification. You're just going to know. You're just going to be like, hey, 5 o'clock, this is what we do. But yeah, YouTube, come on now. How dare you, sir? How dare you, sir, YouTube? Let me make sure if I missed your chat, sorry guys, we were getting a little distractificated there. Chris says that you liked the tech video from yesterday. Well, thank you. Not usually my forte, but I thought, you know, since I'm doing this, I might as well film it, and I'm glad I did. I always like to film any kind of like video game unboxings that we do, or console unboxings, I should say, because it's like, you know, it's like a moment. It's something you're never going to do again. Like to unbox a Super Nintendo, for example. That's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, unless you buy more than one console. But it's pretty darn cool. Ooh, Craggle. Ooh, thank you, sir. He says, look how much more intelligent Greg looks wearing glasses. Well, you're going to be stoked, Craggle, because I'm getting a new pair of glasses today. This is the final hurrah for these ones. The new ones that I got, I think, are going to be just divine. So I'm very excited about those. I'm going to get those today.
Dad,
Among other things. Yes, sir.
I'll take those pairs of glasses, the old ones.
What are you going to do with them?
Well, we're around the house like a goof nut.
Well, you would be blind. It would be very difficult for you to wear these.
Why?
Because my eyes aren't very good. You want to try them? Look how bad the world looks with those on.
Whoa.
Let me see what you look like.
No.
You look like a little super genius is what you look like. How's the world look, though? Pretty blurry? Pretty blurry?
Yeah, it looks like the opposite when you're not wearing glasses.
So that would be what it looks like for me if I took my glasses off. So...
It's like the opposite. It's blurry when I wear them, and it's blurry when you're not wearing them. It's so weird.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
Yeah, I wear my Amy's glasses sometimes and be silly.
You look awesome with her glasses on. You look like a little Harry Potter. Pretty darn cute. Clark man with glasses. Clark Kent. That's what they said you look like.
I look like Dr. Strange when he's looking at his book. He's like, yo.
Doctor Strange?
He's just looking at his book with his glasses on.
You got the strange part right. What do you think of my Technic truck so far, Clark, man? Does it look pretty? Does it look like the Bugatti?
Heck no.
Oh, man.
It looks like somebody's making a little fish boat. It looks like a little Technic boat.
Chris likes glasses. I'm not a huge fan. I like wearing contacts. I don't like the inconvenience. I'd like to get the LASIK things done or whatever, the laser eye surgery, but it seems like kind of risky, even though it probably isn't. I don't like doing stuff like that. I'll live this life. It's not that big of a deal. Putting contacts in for 30 seconds or whatever each morning, taking them out when you go to sleep. We'll do that. Right, Clark, man? Mm-hmm. I just completed step 10. I'm going to catch up to you, sir.
I'm on 28.
Darn it. I'm never going to get caught up to you now. I'm never going to get caught up.
I'm going
to
take more than you.
Taking on 2 Technic builds at the same time. I've become a madman in the world of Technic. I'll have to start including this update in my update on the Bugatti. I'll be like, so this is week 6 of the Bugatti. Also, here is my F-150 Raptor and what it looks like.
It looks like a little.
I think the Raptor is going to be done before the Bugatti, though, being that I'm kind of doing this. I'm doing that week by week. So there's a lot of days that go by that I don't put any time into it. But the Bugatti, I think I'm going to get like a week ahead. I'm going to keep working on it this week. This last one was an awesome one. I finally got to put it together. So like when you're building Bugatti, you build the back half of it, and then you build the front half, and then there's all these Technic what are they called, like rods that are sticking out of both ends, and then when you join that together, the car becomes one, and the transmission works and stuff. It's just really cool. It's really super neat. So this is like one of my favorite weeks of building the Technic, just because it's now a car. Like you were building like the back half and then the front half, and then it's just like, oh, Brickitect wants to know what I'm building. I've got the box here. This is a gift to us from King Julius, who's in the chat. This is the Ford F-150 Raptor, and this is bag 1. All the pieces that you see laying out here. I'll get you the alternate cam so you can see it. This is everything that came out of this. If you want to see it on the other side, this is just bag 1. This giant mess that you see here, and Clark's working on the Panasonic Jaguar over there. Yeah, we got them all fixed up. We're in business, baby.
I'm on step 30.
Step 30. Look at that. Clark's he's beasting. Do you guys want? None of our cams really work. I could do another one, Clark, man. Hey, let's get fancy pants here just for a second, guys. Okay, just bear with me here. We could do the GoPro cam big, and then I'm gonna do something kind of crazy here. We're gonna add a video capture device, and then we're gonna shrink this down. This could be the cam for when Clark gets up and we're actually building, if I can actually shrink it. Hey? Oh, and now it's like a gaming cam. I just need to find a good place for this. Maybe up here. Friggin' rights we did, boys. Friggin' rights we did. That's kind of a cool shot. Then you can see the build a little bit. You can see Clarkman back there. My microphone into the shot. We're in business. I don't know, that's going to be like an alternate shot, I guess. We're going to have like cams on down here. What do you think, buddy?
Yeah, true.
You look so is this how everyone else is what everyone else is like when I'm talking about camera stuff? They're like, sure. Yeah, sure. I kind of like it. It's something. It's something. Technic keeps one busy, says Andy. It sure does, dude. Bertolot says that was the worst part of the build. Dude, are you talking about the Bugatti? I'm just hoping that everything works on it. I did all my tests that I could possibly do, trying to make sure everything's good. Wait one darn second here. Those are red. This picture right here is really washed out, and it looked like, to me, these were orange all of a sudden. I'm like, did I put the right colors in there? Really washed out. No big fan. No big fan of that. All right, we're all good on as of step 11. No screw-ups so far on this. I mean, this is one of those ones where you get done with bag 1, you got some pieces left over, you are in trouble. Yeah, Clark is unimpressed, just like everyone else is, that when I try out these new cameras and I get all excited, and everyone else is just like, and?
I'm on step 32.
I'm like, did you guys see our new cam? What? Wow. Everyone else is like, yeah, whatever, Greg. Yeah, whatever. I don't give 2 rips about your cams, bro. I give 2 rips. Okay, confirmed. That's what he was talking about. Roxy Bear's not down in the studio right now. It's breakfast 30 right now, and this is not the place where she wants to be. She likes to lick eggs, like little egg yolks. So she would not be caught dead down here when there's an opportunity to eat some eggs. Isn't that right, Clark, man?
Yep.
She's not dumb. She's like, do I want to be on that stream? Yeah. Do I like eggs better? Yeah. I don't know, my Bugatti seems to be working. I guess we can't judge it for sure until it's finally done, but I did the little test. Someone told me, I don't know if you had this experience bricked a lot, but if you don't do this one step right, it can be a situation where your front wheels and your back wheels, if one's going forward, the other one goes backwards. And obviously you don't want that. It's not ideal. So there's this one step that if you mess that up, like, you're done for. And some of these people that I was watching, they were realizing this at the very end when they were putting the wheels on. They're like, hey, why doesn't my Bugatti move? Oh, it's because I did this thing wrong way back and, 1/3 into the build. So I checked mine, and mine's all good. Everything else seems to be good. I haven't had any extra pieces left over that I shouldn't have. It just seems like everything's going really well. But it's because I'm really putting my attention into it. Like, I'm just sitting there, like, listening to a video or whatever and just grinding it and building it. So I feel like that probably helps. I don't live stream myself building Technic
What
because
step are you on?
it's disastrous. Step 16. What step are you on?
33.
Gosh, I'm never going to catch up, guys. I'm never going to make it. Sophia says, this is my dream set. It's pretty darn cool. And we also loved the camera unboxing yesterday. Well, I didn't unbox the camera yesterday. Unboxed the television, which is fantastic. The camera was a part of it, but we didn't unbox that, as far as I know. I did eventually unbox it, but spoiler alert, I ended up sending it back. Bertolot says his came out all good. That's awesome, man. Oh, shoot, I think I have too long of a... This is something you have to watch out for. I use too long of a thing for this, which you don't necessarily want that to happen because things are not going to line up for you. I got to catch up to the Clarkin. Maybe I will stream this. If you guys don't care that I'm a little distracted with the chat and I'm trying to build this while simultaneously doing all these other things, if that's cool with you guys, I'm just going to keep working on this and trying it. Okay, we got that. This thing is going through here, I guess.
Step 35.
Darn it. Stop building so fast, boy. Make sure you're looking at your pieces too, bud. Okay. This is going to be maybe the front suspension. You don't know in some cases. Oh, thanks, Craggle. Craggle's my hype man today. Thank you, brother. He's like Flavor Flav with the big clock on his neck.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, what up? Hit that like button.
How long have we been streaming?
I don't know, dude. Too long, probably. Are these the pieces that I need? Okay. Where am I at here? This doesn't look like anything that I'm working on right now. What am I doing? I can't do this. This is messed up. Something's messed up here. Oh, probably because I didn't put these extra pieces in. Yeah, this is bad. I'm not going to build this stream on the stream. I can't do it. I'm going to really screw this thing up, and it's going to be so detrimental for what I'm doing. So I have that. What am I doing wrong? Like, I completely skipped a step. I pulled the Clark man here. And that's not even supposed to be there. Sorry, guys. I messed up. Let me just get into the chat. I'll just chat with you guys about whatever. Maybe we'll try something else a little less challenging on the streams. Like, just chatting. Imperial says, send me a box on Wednesday. It'll come this week. I will, I should be at the post office this week, one of these days, I think. If I get an opportunity to go. It's in a different town, so I have to drive there to get there. I try to go like every couple weeks just to stop in and pick things up. Hey, Andy's heading out. Take care, man. Wish me luck on this because I'm sinking fast, Andy. But we're going to bring it back. I think this is what I was doing wrong. Here we go. I think this is all good. Step 17 actually did it this time. We're all good there.
Step 37.
What? Did you say 37?
Yep.
Holy smokes, Clark, man. I hear Roxy getting fed.
38.
38. Okay. I think we're good. We're good on 18. I'm not catching Clark, man, I don't think.
I'm gonna throw up.
Literally or figuratively?
It's just like, bruh, you're all the way down there. Bye.
I know, I'm doing poorly, eh? Okay. Here's what my thing looks like. My two things looks like. There you go.
40. I'm
Holy
on
smokes, Clark, man.
39.
Slow down, boy. Slow it down. I'm on step, I guess, 20. I'm on step 20, Clark, man.
I'm almost on 40.
You're doing good, man.
I'm on step 40, actually.
Way to go.
41.
You guys are just tuning in. I'm struggling my way through the Ford F-150 Raptor Live. Clark, man, is working on the Panasonic Jaguar. It's like a 15-word set name. It's the Jaguar set. I got it because I really love the color. I love that blue color or teal color that's on there. I just think it's beautiful, like a light blue. Craig wants to know if it's too early for breakfast or lunch at 10:55 a.m. I think we call that brunch fest. I think you're right in line for that, but I would say you can round up and officially make it lunchtime if it's 10:55. I think you have to go off McDonald's time, and I'm pretty sure that they start serving lunch at 10:30. So if you go off of that, you're in lunch, but I'd say you're in brunch fest. I've got two more of these. I'll be cursing Julius out by the end of the stream. I'll be like, why'd you do this? Things were going so well. And then we started building Technic. And then things started going awful. I got four of these. Awful like a waffle if you're having breakfast instead. I need four of these. Honestly, I think maybe this looks worse than it is in terms of pieces that are all sprawled out here. But Technic, they don't mess around with bags. They're just like, oh, you want bags? Here's 3 of them for 1,300 pieces. If this is a city set, it'd be like 12 bags. Yeah, Chris says lunch starts at 10:30 per McDonald's, so you're in lunch. It's so weird, like we're not even in breakfast yet. It's weird to think like there's other people right now, like people in Australia, for example. They're like getting ready for bed. Their day's already complete. You time travelers. I think we're all good here with this. It's looking nice to me. I'm just going to double check this. They got me spinning it around, so why not just make sure we're all good with it? And we are. So now we're coming over here. And this thing is somehow going on top of this. It looks like right here. I think. Oh, I see. We're pushing this in. Oh, you scallywag. You stay up. Got to get the alignment all right here. Hey. It's starting to look like something, boys. Does that look like a raptor to you? Anyone? Anyone? It's getting there. Okay. Let's just wrap that there. Let's just wrap that. I'm going to get my pieces sorted. Get my things in order. In fact, maybe I'll just sort it now real quick while we're here. Seems like a good place to kind of wrap. Debate tonight. I have 24 hours or 23 hours at this point to decide if we're going to keep this going on a stream or if I'm going to switch over to something else and kind of build this on my personal time. I'll have to debate that because this is a struggle, dude. Like, I definitely don't want to mess this up. If you mess this up now, you're going to be in some real trouble as you go on. How you doing, bud? We'll stick around until Clarkman's done with his build here. We'll chat with you guys in the meantime. When he finishes, the stream finishes. That's where we wrap it.
Why?
It's time. I feel like this episode's run its course. So we'll finish Clarkman's.
Why? And the stream feels like it's been going on for like 2 seconds.
Time flies when you're having fun. Also, when you come down way after the stream started. You came in like 40 minutes into the stream, dude. Or something like that. I gotta recheck my thing, make sure I'm all good here. I think I'm okay.
When I finish bag 1, that's when we can stop the stream.
Okay.
Because I'm like almost done.
Oh, you have a whole nother bag left, don't you?
No, I have bag 1 here.
No, you have another bag left to build. That's not gonna be the end of your vehicle.
I know, but
yeah.
when I finish bag 1, that's when the stream ends.
Okay, deal.
We don't have to finish the whole set.
Deal. That works for me. Hopefully you guys had fun today in the stream. It was borderline disaster building this. It was a struggle. The struggle was definitely real. We'll see. I had fun chatting though at the beginning. I felt like that was probably the highlight of the stream, and then it only started going downhill and continued to go there from the time that Clark came down and we had issues with this, and then I decided that I would start building this. So beyond that, everything was good, but yeah. Why don't we just end it now? I feel like now is the great time.
No.
So
No.
he's got to put a sticker on.
Yeah, but
All
there's
right.
something wrong with my set.
All right. What's wrong with it? Oh, you got an extra piece left?
What's he doing there?
I have no idea what that's doing there. Your bag's done. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hope you have a glorious